A pressure sensor is a feature that the team here at Electric Teeth and dentists typically recommend is present in an electric toothbrush. This is because brushing with too much force can damage the teeth and gums, and many people scrub their teeth with lots of force because they've never been told otherwise. If your electric toothbrush doesn't have a pressure sensor, it's not the end of the world, but just be sure to educate yourself on the right pressure to apply. A relatively light touch is all you need. Brush bristles need to skim the tooth surface. So what toothbrush has got the best pressure sensor today? Well, in all honesty, I don't think there is one absolute best choice, but there are some very good options. Let me explain what they are and how they differ. If forced to pick, I would say the pressure sensor found on the IO series brush handles, with the exception of the IO series 2, because that is different, is the best. This is because the handle uses a ring of light to indicate whether, as a user, I am applying insufficient, the correct, or too much pressure. If I don't apply enough force, the light ring on the neck of the brush handle is lit white. If I'm using the correct force, it is lit green. Green is the colour I want to see. If, on the other hand, I'm applying too much pressure, it will be lit red. It's a clear, easy to understand system that works. The IO range are the only brushes to offer this that I have experienced to date. The downside here is that the system is purely visual, and whilst I can often spot it out the corner of my eye, it works best when I am brushing my teeth in front of a mirror. When too much force is applied, there is a very subtle change in the sound the motor of the brush produces, but it's difficult to detect in normal use. Philips Sonicare, on the other hand, don't typically have a visual pressure sensor installed in their brushes, although there are a few models that do. None of the Sonicare's pressure sensors alert to insufficient or correct pressure. But what I really like is that their pressure sensor, when activated, alerts me via several methods. The handle vibrates, and it's notably different to the normal vibration felt in the handle. The sound signature changes too, and this continues until the pressure is relieved. I personally find this alert system easier to notice, even in those times I might zone out when brushing my teeth. And it works well for those with impairments such as being blind or deaf. Sonicare's models with visual sensors work in the same way, but the light shines red, orange or purple depending on the model. Suri 2.0 and Quip Ultra are brushes which actually stop the bristle movement when their pressure sensors are activated. This is a really clear sign that I need to relieve the pressure, as I can feel the change in movement and the sound. It works great for those who might be visually or audibly impaired too. On the Suri 2.0, I do find that for the sensor to activate, I need to apply more pressure than I would on other brushes. It's not a big issue, but I wonder if there is a chance it is less sensitive than others. Some brushes will have sensors that will adjust a particular movement in the brush head when activated, but there is no alert system. The Oral-B Pro 1000 is one such example. Even I, with all my experience with different models, can't tell when the cleaning action has been adjusted. I've also come across premium models from Oclean that will play an audible message, over pressure, when I brush with too much force. I actually hear this voice as it uses bone conduction to achieve this.
Overpressure, overpressure, overpressure.
Clever, but it's a feature available on select premium models. A vibration pattern or stopping the bristles can work just as effectively. Sadly, I've come across brushes that claim to have pressure sensors, but I have failed to figure out how they work, if they do at all. In this instance, it's a case of remembering to not brush with too much force. If I could ask for improvements, I'd like to see the Oral-B IO series light arrangement on more brushes, combined with the vibration and sound changes that Philips Sonicare use, coupled with the stopping of bristle movement entirely.